This unit was operated during a downpour, and the burner is unfortunately quite a bit exposed. And what happens is when you have torrential rain and you have the burner, you're running the machine with the burner on, much of the water, rainwater, is going to be sucked up by the squirrel cage, by the blower fan, and spread all over the internal parts on the burner. Part of it is the igniter and electrode assembly. And what happens during those times, sometimes the ignition will be grounded, so the burner will keep pumping fuel, but there's no combustion. And all the fuel gathers is sucked up by the fiberglass insulation, which insulates the heating coils from the wrapping on the outside. When ignition eventually happens, then all the fuel begins to vaporize and produces heavy clouds of black smoke because there's not enough oxygen for proper combustion. If you allow it to run for a while, it'll eventually clear up. Now the other option is to get 1 gallon of degreaser like our soap or similar, put 4 gallons of water into a pail, a 5-gallon bucket, and then pour it at once down the stack with the machine off, of course. What you want to do is get the soap to percolate into the insulation so that it will carry much of the fuel with it. So after a while, once you fire back up, the amount of smoke is going to be considerably less and eventually will disappear totally. But that's about it. It's a common occurrence in machines on extremely heavy rainy conditions, and the only other way to prevent that is to build an enclosure around the burner, which most manufacturers don't do because of the extra expense. And
also makes it harder to service the burner because you have more stuff to take off.
It will have to be removed. It'll add to the cost of
service,
covering the burner, because it's not something that happens all the time. Most people don't operate equipment under extreme conditions most of the time. Some people have to do it, and in a case like that, for a permanent solution, then it will require some kind of an enclosure on the burner assembly to prevent rainwater from entering the burner and causing, that type of malfunction.
All right. Well, that was Fred with Washmart.com. Thank you for shopping at Washmart.